Hi everybody, welcome back to the channel, or welcome back if you're new. I went to Korea recently and I bought a lot of skincare and I really just wanted to show you it all and tell you what I think about it. So let's just get started. So this video is just gonna be my skincare haul, and at the end of the video I will also be showing what clothing I bought, because to be honest, what I bought the most of was skincare. So a little quick disclaimer before we jump into this video. I really wanted to preface this by saying I used to be very heavily being like, I only want to buy cruelty-free skincare, cruelty-free pretty much everything that I could do at the time. So I would never buy hair care products, skincare products, or makeup that wasn't cruelty-free. And if I knew a brand wasn't cruelty-free, like I didn't buy from L'Oreal or like Maybelline and all those like really big brands. But I went on Accutane. I didn't have a lot of money, so I ended up buying CeraVe. I have nothing against CeraVe, their products. I don't mind them. I think they're too basic in my personal opinion, but they definitely do their job. But I have decided to go But then I was on TikTok and I started following this girl that only does cruelty-free skincare, and now I've transferred it back into cruelty-free skincare. So I'll try my best to say if a product is cruelty-free or if it's cruelty. So I'll try my best to say if a product is cruelty-free or not cruelty-free. And if it's not cruelty-free, I would personally avoid it. And when I'm done using the product, I will not repurchase for that obvious reason. But I'm still gonna use the product up, because, you know, I spent money on it. So let's just start by going in the category of your normal skincare routines. So the first step is obviously an oil cleanser if we're going to be following like the 10-step Korean skincare. My current skincare routine is 6 steps, I think. 7? 6, something like that. And we obviously start with an oil cleanser, and I got 2 oil cleansers. So the first one, Vanilla Curry. This brand is sadly not cruelty free. The green one, it smells amazing. I love the smell. I don't mind Vanilla Curry. I don't think they're bad necessarily, but I will not be repurchasing this simply because it is not cruelty free. Do I recommend the product? Like, just the product on its own? Like, yeah, it's fine. It does the job, but I definitely think there's better oil cleansers out there. And just because it's not cruelty free, I would not be repurchasing this, but I do still really like it. And I also got like a little mini version of this, which was so handy, and I'll definitely be reusing the mini pot when I'm done using it because it's so much easier for travel. Now, if you know anything about Olive Young, they do a lot of plus ones, like a lot of deals. So I saw the Manu cleansing oil was really popular at the moment, and this one has like 3 in it. So the big size just looks like this, very big. I've only used this a couple of times, and this brand is cruelty free, by the way. I don't know how to feel about it yet. I don't mind it, I don't hate it. It's definitely more like a thicker oil in comparison to other cleansing oils I've used in the past. Like, I'm currently trying to finish my Softimo cleansing oil and another Vanilla Curry cleansing bombs first before I give this like a proper try. But so far I do like it, and I think the minis you get in here is like adorable. I don't have one of them with me, but I definitely have the little bit larger size. I will say, however, that it does have a scent. I love the scent. It's like a very citrusy scent, and I think that is great, but it is definitely not for everybody. I also went into the Etude pop-up store, and I only got like a lash serum, and my mom got like a bunch of sheet masks and some face washes, and sadly Etude House is not cruelty free, but whatever. And they gave me like a little lip and eye makeup remover, so you know, that's great. I haven't tried this yet, I don't know, there's no reason why I haven't tried it. I like the size, it's really cute. Is it glittery? No, it's just foamy. And if you can hear any like noise outside, it's because I have the window open and it's raining, and it's just really nice. So I didn't actually end up getting any cleansers in Korea, like water-based cleansers, and I really regret that. I did get like a mini 20 plus from a sunscreen that I'll show later, But I did buy a different cleanser from a Danish site that sells Korean skincare. I'll have the link in the description if you're interested and if you're Danish. I highly recommend them. So I did end up getting the Isntree Hyaluronic Acid Low pH Cleansing Foam. I actually bought 2 by accident, but I really like this one. It just feels so much nicer and cleansing, and it's overall such a lovely experience to use this one because it's just nice. If you have like more drier skin, maybe this is like a little bit too much, but I think it's really great for me who has like oily / dehydrated skin. I definitely find this one works great because it has 8 different types of hyaluronic acid, and it's like a cream to foam cleanser, and it's just really lovely. Now the next step in this routine would be either a toner or an exfoliant. I'm gonna start with toners, and I only got one again, which I'm so sad, but I did end up getting this huge toner by Round Lab, the Doctor Toner, and I love this stuff. I love this stuff so much. Like, you get such a huge bottle, and again, I got like a 100ml like travel size, which is like even more fantastic. And if you're in the looks for like a really basic hydrating toner, this is like the first time I've ever included a toner into my everyday routine, and I freaking love this so much. And Round Lab is cruelty-free from my understanding. I was a little unsure, but I think they are, which I'm very happy about because I really like all the Round Lab products I've tried so far. They are very expensive to buy in Denmark though, which is like, I hate that so much, and I really want to go back to Korea and just buy more skincare from Round Lab. Now, exfoliators isn't the most popular things to buy in Korea because Korean skincare is very focused on like repairing your skin barrier, hydration, etc. So like exfoliation isn't that common. Like, of course you can buy products with exfoliation in them, but it's on like a much milder scale. Like in America it's very common, like exfoliation every single day. Like having a face wash with salicylic acid in, which I, by the way, do not recommend to use every single day. That's too harsh for your skin. Regardless if you have acne or not, it's just too harsh. But they do have COSRX in Korea, and COSRX is one of those brands that is a Korean skincare brand, but it's way more popular outside of Korea. So I did end up getting the AHA7 Whitehead Power Liquid, which it's still in the box. I still haven't given it a try because, again, I am finishing up products first that I do like before I go into other products, which is annoying, but whatever, it's fine. Now the next category is gonna be serums and essences, and this is the second largest pile. I have like the pile behind me. I don't know, maybe it is? I don't know. So this is the little pile of so let's start with my least favorite product of all of these. So out of all of them, I've tried all of them except this one. Like I haven't even opened it. It's like Ampule from COSRX. It's probably really nice, but I haven't given this one a try yet, but I definitely will in the future. So let's start with the one I, at the moment, doesn't like the most. So when we went to Myeongdong, I was like, can you please just drop me off and just like let me have my time, because I knew I just wanted to like spend a lot of time in Olvyang, and I went to the biggest Myeongdong Olvyang store, which was amazing. It was like 3 floors or something, 2 floors. Sorry, 2 floors. And I saw this and it said blemish care. And currently I'm not dealing with a lot of acne, I'm dealing with a lot more like acne scarring. So I heard really great reviews of this. This is sadly not cruelty free, and so far I've used like almost 1 bottle and it hasn't really done anything. I'll probably still use all of them just to see if it just needs a bit more time, but I've been using them pretty much since I bought them in Korea, and so far I haven't noticed the difference. I haven't taken a photo, so I don't know if there's actually a difference, but so far I haven't seen a difference, and again I will not be repurchasing them regardless because they're not cruelty free. Now this is my 3rd favorite product, and it's from Round Lab. I think Round Lab is what I bought the most of, now that I'm thinking about it. I think first of all, I love their packaging. I think their packaging is adorable. This is very much more a Korean skincare brand for Koreans because everything is in Korean. There's barely any Korean text. There's barely any English text. I think the sunscreen literally just has like the SPF 50 plus PA something, because that's like the only way you know it's a sunscreen. So This is just like a really basic hydrating serum. I think it has hyaluronic acid in it. It also has birch juice, which is very common among their products. I don't mind this. I think maybe you'd really like this in the summer times for when your skin is oily, like if you're an oily skin girl, but I don't hate this. I don't mind this. I think this is fine in the mornings, and I do use it in the mornings, and I do use it at night, and I think it's fine, but it's definitely not as hydrating as I thought it would be. So if you're looking for a very lightweight hydrating toner serum, maybe this is the one for you. Now, my second favorite product is the Centella one ampule that is 100% made with pure Centella from Madagascar. I don't know what crack they put in here. First of all, the bottle is huge. It's like 55 milliliters and it was pretty inexpensive for it. I was originally wanting the other one that I do not remember the name of. I wanted both of them, but they only had this one in olive young, so it's like, you know, whatever, I'll just buy it. I don't know what crack they put in here. Well, I know what they put in here. But like, it's so lightweight and I feel like it has help because I think I have a form of rosacea because my skin flushes up very, very easily, and not just like from like, I get that my skin gets red from like intense exercise and I don't blame my skin for that, but it's like, I feel like I can like go to work or go out without anything on my skin and my skin doesn't flush up as much. I don't know if that's just a placebo effect, but I freaking love this product. If you want to try something from Centella, no Skin 105, beautiful, and it's such a good value for your money too, so highly recommend. There's a bit of a funny story with this next product. It's obviously the CosRX Nail Mucin Essence. It was a funny story because me and my mum were in olive young shopping and she had it in her bag and I was like, where did you find that? And she was like, oh, here it is. I'm like, grab it. I wish I bought more of these. I did end up buying a backup on a Danish skincare site, again, as I was saying, because this is again one of those like stable products I think everybody should try because it's so good, it's so hydrating, it's so amazing, it's so good for any skin type, and I use this morning and night. I will never stop using this and I love this in my routine. It's really amazing, especially when I exfoliate. I love like using this afterwards to just help hydrate and soothe my skin, and usually when I was like exfoliating my skin got like a little bit red and it doesn't get red anymore. Like I just wake up with glowing beautiful skin that's not irritating at all. So obviously the next category is sheet mask, or just any form of mask. And I was an idiot and I didn't buy a ton of sheet mask, which I so regret. The only thing I ended up getting was the Dewy Tree Pick and Quick Calming Face Mask. And I do really like these and I think they're great because you get like 30 in here, which is such a steal. But I wish I'd gotten so many more because like, yes, they are affordable in Denmark, like the ones I want, like the Korean sheet mask, but it's like, it's cheaper in Korea. And I wish I'd gotten a bunch of sheet masks, or just more masks in general, because sheet masks are so popular in Korea and they only costed like between 1,000 Korean won and like 5,000 Korean won. So definitely buy a bunch of sheet masks when you go to Korea. Now the next thing is very unnecessary, but I did end up getting a couple of different mists. So first of all, I got the CNP Laboratory Mogner Calming Ampule Mist. I don't find this one super duper hydrating or anything, but I do think it's really nice. For example, if I have an exfoliation night, I will wash my face, I oil cleanse and wash my face and then put the exfoliator on dry skin and let that soak in, and then use like a mist to just mist all over my face and then put on like my hydrating products, since hydrating products work better on wet skin. I definitely like it for that. And then I also got, these are from the same brand, the Alba. They're like white truffle mask, not mask, it's rays. I got the Vital Spray Serum that's white truffle skin calming. I haven't actually tried this one yet. I don't have much makeup on. Oh, the mist is fine. Yeah, I like that. I don't know if this brand is cruelty free. And then obviously the classic, the one with truffle in it. I think they both have truffle in it, but this one's like golden. And I really like this. Like, it's just nice. I love mists. They're very unnecessary in a routine, but I definitely think, I don't know, they're not, like, they are worth it if you want to, but like, don't have to, and it's absolutely fine if you don't want to. Now the next category is gonna be moisturizers, and again, I wish I had bought more moisturizers because, you know, I just wish I had done that. So, of course, I had to get the Cosrx Snail Mucin Cream. When I first tried this, I wasn't like the biggest fan of it, but like the more my skin, like just using all the other hydrating products, my skin has just been loving me, and it loves this stuff. And again, I think this is just stable, and I think everybody should try this. And of course, Cosrx is cruelty free, so that's amazing too. The next one, I got the Asteria Barrier Cream. This one is like thick, but not thick. I love that it has ceramides in it, and I generally love products with ceramides in it. And I definitely think if you're all in Korea, I definitely think you should pick this up. I think it's just an overall great ceramide moisturizer, and my skin just loves ceramides, especially for a thicker night moisturizer personally. So I can use both of them during any time of the day. Like, I think I packed this in my carry-on to have on the plane just to be able to hydrate my skin, and I think it definitely did that job. Now, before we move on to my favorite category, which is sunscreens, I also wanted to include a couple of other categories. So this category is pretty much just like tools, I guess. So I ended up getting some cushions because I have not been the best at reapplying sunscreen on top of my makeup for pretty obvious reasons, and I haven't tried the sunscreen stick hack where people's like, you can use it on top, but like I don't feel like that would work because like you're dragging on your skin, and I don't understand how that would work. So I haven't been doing that, but I did find a really good technique where you can take a gel-like sunscreen. I think it can work with pretty much any sunscreens, and you just like dab the correct amount on, and you just like boop, 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 boop. And I find that works the best for me at the current moment in time, and I think that's the best for me. Remember that. Now this is like a new thing I've been wanting to do. I've been wanting to take a little bit better care of my hot hair. I don't know what it was about Korea, but my hair was so bad. My skin was so dry, like in the way that it was tight and dehydrated, and I hated it so much. So I ended up getting a scalp brush, like a shampoo brush for your hair. It's nice. I haven't really noticed any big difference with it so far, but I definitely like it. It's a nice addition to my skincare routine. I also got some small little eyebrow razors, nothing fancy there. Now, you know, Daiso, it's like, yeah, take a bunch of like hair rollers for 1,000 Korean won. Yeah. It's great. I bought like a bunch of different hair rollers in like a bunch of different sizes. Oh, my mom did. Like, we don't know who's which, to be honest. Some of them have clips in it, some of them don't, like different sizes. And I did buy from Samyang because these have actual clips in them, which is super nice for like bangs. So I use these a lot for bangs, but my personal way of clipping them is just like with a little clip like this. So that's hair rollers. Okay, so like for the last few items, I'm just kind of gonna include them all in one. So first of all, I did buy a little bit of makeup. I'll be honest, I didn't really like a lot of the makeup in Korea. I'll be completely honest. The only things I really enjoyed were these jelly glitters from Daiso, and they're like so freaking pretty. I don't know what they put in here, but they are like the most beautiful no makeup for me, like, because I don't like wearing eyeliner on a daily basis, but I do like to add something to my eyes, and I think these are like the perfect in-betweens because it's just a little bit of glitter you can slap on. I also did end up getting a highlighter, a blush. Are these from? Yeah, Lily by Red. I forgot if they're cruelty free. I don't think they are. Anyways, a Etude House blush because I just wanted powder blushes, but it's like, it's just blushes. And then I saw people raving about the Too Cool for School contour thingy. Apparently this is like a really good contour shade. I'm not very good at contouring, I'll be completely honest. I don't usually wear it, but I do want to try this with like a cream contour first and then a powder, because that's also what I do for blush. So that's just like makeup. Then we obviously bought pimple patches. These ones are the acne ones. There's like 72 in here and I bought like 3 packs. They definitely do work. I do really like these pimple patches. And now this one's kind of funny because I really like Tree Hut and I really wanted to try their sugar scrubs and specifically the coconut lime. It's a sugar scrub. It smells amazing. It's big. It's nice. I just love it overall. These last 2 things are really random. I bought like hair serum because my hair was literally dying and knotted and this definitely helped it a little bit. And just like a lash serum from Etude House. Not cruelty free, but whatever. Onto the category I did the most damage. I don't know. Let's start with sunscreen sticks. So I bought 2 sunscreen sticks. I got the Tokobo sunscreen stick, like the soft, hot and soft stick, and the Dr. G sun sticks. Tokobo is cruelty free, Dr. G is not. The Tokobo one, it smells amazing. I don't think I've ever smelled something so freaking nice, and it's definitely, it really is what they say. Like it does have a very like soft, powdery finish, and it definitely is nice. It does feel like a tiny bit heavy, but I definitely think it's worth trying, especially if you have more oily skin, and it's just really nice. I think it's a great everyday sun stick. Now, even though the sun stick is not cruelty free, I do like it a little bit more simply because of this one. Even though it looks like it wouldn't glide as nicely, I think this one glides better on my skin, and even though it is a mineral sunscreen, it does have white cast. It doesn't bother me necessarily, and I do like this. And I will definitely be reusing them. I got 2 of each of these ones. I will definitely use them up, and I don't think there's anything wrong with it, but it's not cruelty free sadly, but it's fine. I also really like it. Oh, I didn't notice that. It has a Braille 1+. Tokobo doesn't have it. I love Braille because that helps blind people. Now onto the cushion sunscreen. I did end up getting the Round Lab cushion sunscreen. This was quite funny. I could not find a single fucking sunscreen in all of Young for a little while because I didn't know where anything was, so I saw this, it's like, sunscreen. I do think this is fine. It has a white cast, so if you're like darker than a sheet of paper, this probably won't work for you. It's also a mineral sunscreen. It's definitely different than their liquid sunscreen. Do I think it's fine? Do I think it's great? Yeah, sure. I think it's a overall fine sunscreen, but there's definitely better cushions out there, and of course Roundup is cruelty free, so that's great. Now their liquid sunscreen, I love opening new packages. I love Roundup sunscreens, but the issue, first of all, I love that you get one like at 1+, but it's like I love this deal, but like right when we left Korea, now like Round Lab has like a huge sale. Like what the fuck is wrong with you, Korea? Fuck you. I really like this sunscreen. I think it's a great sunscreen for more oilier skin. It's definitely more that gel type of sunscreen. I wouldn't repurchase this personally just because it's so expensive to buy here in Denmark, and it is a bit more of a pricier sunscreen, but I definitely think it's worth it if your skin is a bit more on the oilier side. I didn't buy this in Korea because I couldn't find it. The Tokobo Bio Watery Sun Cream, I bought this on the Danish side. And this sunscreen I really like for when I have to go to the gym. I switched from being someone who liked very lightweight gel kind of sunscreens to more like moisturizing and hydrating sunscreens. Personally, I feel like my skin prefers hydrating sunscreens more, especially because I don't have to apply a moisturizer. I personally really like to use this one before I work out because it's a bit lighter, but I do think it can be a little bit drying. Like, it's not drying at all, like it's fine, but I definitely find myself putting on a moisturizer first before I apply this. And I have this weird thing with chemical sunscreens, like sometimes they start stinging like right around here, right around my nose. Like you can't physically see it, but I can feel it. Sometimes my skin does flush up from chemical sunscreens, like for example like the Dr. G. I never had a reaction to this like at all because it's not chemical, it's mineral. Like I think my skin generally prefers mineral, but I don't want to spend that extra money on minerals at the moment, and I do find them great. There is actually one chemical sunscreen in here that has never actually given me that, and I'll get to that soon. Now, this is the sunscreen I bought the most of when I was in Korea, which was the S&P sunscreen, because it was 1+1 for like 70 Danish kroner, 2 sunscreens. So I bought 6 of them. And this is the sunscreen I always have in my bag for multiple different reasons. First of all, it's cheap and I won't run out. This is not my daily use sunscreen. It has a very cooling effect. This is my favorite sunscreen to apply on top of makeup because again, it's like a more gel-like texture. It's more like my touch-up sunscreen in a way. I use a more moisturizing sunscreen for the first layer, and then throughout the day I'll use a bit more of a lighter weight one. It really depends on the day because when I'm home I prefer the moisturizing sunscreen for reapplication, but I really like this one from S&P, and I do think they are cruelty free, which is amazing. I cannot find this anywhere besides Olive Young Korea, and I hate that. And so like it's really weird because I want to buy from Olive Young Global, but I also don't want to run into the risk of like paying taxes. But like I'm trying to think, like, would it be a better deal even with like, I don't know what it's called. Now this last sunscreen is a no-brainer. This was actually one of the last sunscreens I bought, surprisingly, because I couldn't find it in one of the stores. So Vidoe Sun sunscreen. Do I really have to say anything? This is my favorite go-to sunscreen because it's so hydrating. It's never given me that red feeling, that like a rash feeling, like my skin flushing feeling. It's so hydrating. It's so nice. I think everyone on this planet should try it. Again, it's more of a dry skin friendly sunscreen and it doesn't feel like a sunscreen, and you can wear it as a moisturizer, and it's just like, oh, I just love it. And I think one of the biggest reasons I really like this is because it has rice extracts in it, and I really want to try more rice extracts products because my skin loves the sunscreen. It's just amazing. You know what's something I also really like about Korean brands? At the bottom, it will literally say the expiration date, like the year and the date. I love that so much. I mean, I'll be using this up way before I even stocked it up. So I definitely recommend when you go to Korea, make a list. You don't have to stick to the list, but I think it's great to have an overall idea of what you want to get and what you maybe not want to get. I think there's a lot of research I didn't do. I should have done, because I mean, I didn't have the space in my suitcase anymore, so I don't really regret any of the skincare I bought. Of course, besides the stuff that's not cruelty free, but again, it's not like any of the skincare has given me a rash or broken me out like crazy. Like, I've just not been very impressed by the formula, or it didn't take my makeup off as well as I wanted it to. Like, it's not any major issues I've had in comparison to when I've used Western skincare. Like, all of my skincare products at the moment is Korean, and I really encourage you to switch to Korean skincare because it's just does wonders for my skin. My skin is a lot more glowy, hydrated, and it's just overall feeling better. My skin also feels less oily. That's even better. So that's gonna be it for today's video, guys. I really hope you enjoyed that video. If you did, maybe you want to check out my Korea vlogs that's gonna be coming out soon. Maybe. Who knows? I wonder what's gonna come out first. Please remember to be kind to yourself and others, and I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day. Bye!